So one thing that you'll end up, one skill that you need for the ACT, one thing that you're going to end up doing quite a lot is you're going to end up converting um, from different forms of linear equations to slope-intercept form. Okay, so we're going to learn how to convert to slope-intercept form. Okay, and I've already talked a little bit about why that's important. We're going to convert to slope-intercept form. Okay, so I've got some examples that we're going to go over right now. Let's say I have 2y minus 4 equals 14x, and I want to convert to slope-intercept form. Okay, let me just remind everybody what slope-intercept form is. Slope-intercept form looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. And right now it doesn't matter to us that m is the slope and b is the intercept. All that matters to us is that we're going to end up with something that says y all by itself on one side, and then there's a coefficient with x, and then there may or may not be a coefficient with x, and then there may or may not be a constant. Okay, so step one, we want y all by itself. In this case, I'm going to add 4 to both sides, and that's going to get rid of the 2. This negative 4 on this side. And we're going to do it the right way. We're not just going to cross it off and say everything is kosher, cool. We're going to do minus 4 plus 4 is 0. So I end up with 2y all by itself on this side equals 14x plus 4. Okay, now we're really close to having our slope-intercept form, but we've got to do one more thing. We've got to get y completely by itself. So let's go ahead and divide that 2y by 2, which means we also have to divide this by 2 and this by 2. These cancel out because 2 over 2 is 1, and 1y is just y, and we get y equals 14 divided by 2 is 7, so 7x. 4 divided by 2 is 2, 7x plus 2. So y equals 7x plus 2. Okay, great. All right, our next victim is 3y minus 9x equals negative 18. Again, we have to get y all by itself. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add 9x because minus 9x plus 9x equals 0. We're going to add it to both sides of where your equal sign is, okay? And we're going to end up with 3y is equal to 9x minus 18. Then we have to get y all by itself. Divide by 3 to get rid of that coefficient. Every term needs to be divided by 3. These cancel out, and we'll see what happens with those. So you're going to end up with y all by itself. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so you got y equals 3x minus 6. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can drag this up. Let's see if I can drag this up. Okay. Well, that didn't help me too much, but it helped me a little bit. All right. So then we've got number 3 is going to be, let me go ahead and box this in. Number 3 is negative 2x minus y equals negative 8. Okay. Let's go ahead and add 2x to both sides. And I'm going to end up with negative y equals 2x minus 8. And then I have to divide everything by negative 1. Because this is like negative 1y, right? So I'm going to divide everything by negative 1 in order to get this to be positive. Okay? And I'm going to end up with positive y equals negative 2x. Negative 8 divided by negative 1 is positive 8 plus 8. Great. And my last one is going to be 2y minus x equals negative 5. 2y minus x equals negative 5. Again, I'm going to start by adding just x to both sides. Okay? And I'm going to end up with 2y equals x minus 5. And then I'm going to divide everything by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. And I'm going to end up with y equals, now what is this? X over 2? Well, remember, there was a 1 there. We just made it disappear because we get annoyed when we have a coefficient of 1 all the time, and it doesn't need to be there because 1 times anything is itself, so 1 times x is always going to be x. So we'll uncover that 1, and we'll call this 1/2 x minus 5 halves. And then we're done with that one. Okay,